Here's a question. Can a business with expertise in providing quick medical and pharma care resurrect a disastrous VA hospital program? President Trump signing a bill into law just hours ago that adds a fix to a $10 billion program that was about to expire. So what's the fix? Well, it's a pilot plan starting in Phoenix that will allow veterans in the area to use their federal benefits at CVS clinics in their area rather than being forced to travel to VA hospitals, which are sometimes hundreds of miles away, where upon arrival they contend with unbelievably long waiting times. Could this be a solution to what's plagued the VA in recent years? Retired Marine Gunnery Sergeant Jessie Duff joins us now. She's with the London Center for Policy Research. She knows a thing or two about the VA system and the experience. Also, former aide to New York Senator Chuck Schumer and syndicated radio host Chris Hahn has spent quite a bit of time with me raising money to build homes for wounded heroes. Great to have you both. Let's get to you, Jessie. Right off the bat, you look at this, your first thought.
I am so overwhelmed with joy to hear that we've taken an initial step that will allow private care. This is so easy. Why didn't this come up before? Everybody knows where a CVS is normally in their neighborhoods. The few locations that don't have them probably will soon. Veterans have been desperately crying out to get help in this matter for years. I've been advocating for over 5 years on the inadequate care that has caused massive numbers of veterans to actually die. We've seen multi-million-dollar lawsuits for people who haven't even been able to get care for cancer because the VA has neglected their appointments. By the time it was diagnosed, it's too late and it's terminal.
Oh, that's horrible. You know, we've known that, and it's been a disgusting display for the very people who deserve the best in medical care. Forgive me if I show ignorance here, but when a veteran needs something as simple as a flu shot, because we know that CVS gives flu shots, do they still have to travel all the way if they want to use their VA benefits to a VA hospital?
Previously, yes, they did. Yes,
terrible.
For that. So this will be absolutely a very simple measure for simple procedures.
Boy, right away I say this is a win-win. Politically, Chris, it's a win for the president. He's putting his money where his mouth is. He talked a lot about helping veterans. This seems small, but it's huge.
Look, anything we could do to make sure these brave men and women who fight for our country get the care they need, we should do it regardless of who proposes it. And to the president's credit, the one guy he kept from the Obama administration, in a senior position anyway, is our Secretary of Veteran Affairs, who has been working on a way to deal with these problems of people not getting care. Now, look, there are urgent care centers, there are CVS's and other pharmacies around the country. Let's hope this works out well in Arizona so we can expand it nationwide so veterans don't have to drive far from their homes to get the care they need and they deserve, and we owe them for what they have done for this country.
I wanted to let our viewers know that Jessie, of course, has served with great bravery. And look what you're doing even now, spending years trying to get some action, and now you have it.
Years.
And Chris and I, we've done multiple triathlons and raised, I'm proud to say, hundreds of thousands of dollars, you and me both. There's James Friedman of the Journal, too. That was a New York triathlon with Chris Levy in the middle. He lost both his legs while serving overseas in the Middle East. And so these guys have told horror stories of what it means. And so we all come together, but the president crystallized it. Did he not, Jessie? I mean, this seems like a stroke of genius. Why didn't this government think of this sooner?
Well, we have a long way still yet to go. The problem that the VA has is being able to fire the executives who have actually created a lot of these problems. First of all, the VA backlog when it comes to getting medical appointments was that they were misleading the list that made it look like the veterans were only waiting 30 days for appointments, when in actuality they were waiting 60, 90, over 100 days.
So
over 100 medical facilities were accused of that. We have to have the capability to start firing the executives that are misrepresenting, and we're putting those executives before the veterans, and I'm hopeful that President Trump takes action on that level also.
Chris, you training? You and I are doing the New York City Triathlon this summer again for our wounded troops. You ready?
I'm ready to rock. I can't wait. Look, it's a little thing for us to do. They've done such big things for us.
Absolutely.
It's the least we can do.
Yeah. It's sore muscles is nothing compared to what they've been through. Chris Hahn, Democratic strategist, and Gunnery Sergeant Jessie Duff. We appreciate it. Listen, this is a win. Fabulous win, I think, for our veterans and quite frankly, for the president. Closing bell ringing 18 minutes away.